here's our menu for the week. I had to scratch out Monday because I didn't follow a menu. But for dinner this week, we are having shrimp LoMein, chicken ramen, turkey burgers, steak hibachi, turkey spaghetti squash casserole, and then on Sunday we're gonna go back to the butcher shop and get some more tuna for a tuna poke bowl, because that was mwah. I try to be realistic and I try to stay on course. I know that one of the things that deter me from sticking to my meal plan is that I won't do all the things that it requires to like cook everything. So I'm not gonna boil a bunch of eggs and then I don't know if I'm gonna eat them or whatever the case may be. So I just buy them pre-boiled. They're already done. I don't have an excuse to not get them done. I would buy the vegetables to chop them up and put them in my LoMein and all the stuff that I say that I'm going to do. But again, my cheat code is definitely buying the pre-packaged, pre-chopped vegetables, especially these Asian ones, because I can just take the noodles out and everything else is like a stir fry, and I put those in my LoMein with the noodles that I want to use. I am incorporating beef back into my diet, so I got the shoulder steak, a boneless steak right here. We're gonna be making steak hibachi. Yesterday, my friend and I went to Mission Nutrition in Summerville, South Carolina, and got ourselves an InBody scan. And my InBody scan came back and it was pretty okay. My InBody scan, I was 141.7 pounds, which was average. 64.6 pounds of skeletal muscle and 18.9% fat. So right around 19% fat. Now, in the past when I've had InBody scans done, I was between 25 to 26% body fat. So a lot have changed. My friend did go back today and say that when she went back to do hers over again today, she did increase by 2% body fat. So I will be going weekly to check to use InBody to track myself. Now, going into the decisions that I've made about my bulk. Okay, so for one, my water intake goal is to get at least one to two of these bottles completed in a day. And this is just my first time drinking water all day. Technically, I haven't even drunk it yet. Definitely 100% want to stick with the way that I currently eat, which is I use the MyPlate plan. If you haven't, I will always link the myplateplan.gov quiz in the description of this video. It's where I start with every single person that talks about nutrition. There are other sites that you can use, but this is just the most simplest one, and it just tells you at baseline what should be included in your diet. So for me, that is where I start when I build my weekly nutrition plan. And because I have made a decision that I want to lean bulk instead of dirty bulking. So one, if you're not sure exactly what bulking is, it is eating in a surplus with the goal to increase muscle mass. So my goal is to go from roughly 65 pounds of muscle, and I want to get up to about 75 pounds of muscle by the end of my bulk, but I want to keep relatively the same amount of body fat, and then later on I may want to cut down, but when I cut down I want to still be able to see muscle definition. So my goal is to build that muscle during this time. Now, when I do my nutrition, I always stick with the daily recommendations. Okay, so I thought I would come back and recap this week. So this week kicked off with my grocery haul. One of the most exciting parts was bringing back beef and trying beef bacon for the first time. As you saw, 10 out of 10. All right, these little changes might not sound like much, but they're intentional steps. And a lot of people think bulking means eating any and everything, but that's just not the case. Even when trying new foods, I'm always thinking about how they fit into the bigger picture. All right, so honestly,
I haven't started back tracking yet, but I've been struggling a bit and realized I need to gain control. So I've decided that in week 3, I'll be starting back tracking my calories and macros using MyFitnessPal and other resources I will be discovering and sharing with you as I discover them. I do want to ask you, would you like me to walk you through not only how I calculate my macros, but also how I'll decide what those macros be made of? I think it could be a really helpful breakdown for anyone in a similar spot. So let's talk about food. Each week I'll be sharing a recipe, and this week you all voted for shrimp lo mein. I didn't film me making the shrimp lo mein, but I'll just paste the recipe and you can try it and let me know what you think in the comment section below. This week we also talked about testing a new workout routine. I filmed bits and pieces of my daily workouts, but next week we're going to dive into how I've been building my protocol and really focusing on glute gains. Don't forget to subscribe so you follow along every Sunday as we grow stronger together. Next week we're going straight into episode 3, busting the biggest bulking myths. You don't want to miss it. Bye.